I just want to make clear that everything I say on this video is based on my personal opinion. Winx Club was a phenomenon in the early 2000s, not just by the diversity of its characters, which was a lot for that time, but because of its fashion. And recently Netflix launched their brand new show FATE THE SAGA WINX, claiming to be a more mature and darker version of the 2004 cartoon. Despite all the problems with the whitewashing, one of the things on this show that has bothered me the most is the costume. After so many seasons of the cartoon and so much material for fashion inspiration, I felt very disappointed by how the costume of this show turned out, because honestly there was so much potential. The outfits are not just unflattering, but they seem like something from 5 years ago, 6 years ago maybe, and the personality of each character seems to be kind of messed up. One of the things I love the most about fashion is how we can express our personalities through the way we dress. And in the cartoon Winx Club, each character had a very distinguished style and personality. And in this Netflix show, the fashion is just a mess. I felt like all the characters have the same color palette for their outfits. I don't know much about the costume designer, but with a little search, I found out that the last time she dressed someone for a TV show, it was in The Real Housewives. So I don't get why she was the chosen one to this role of dressing up teenagers, as clearly she's used to dressing up middle-aged women. And that's not a problem, but it's a different segment. I mean, the characters are most of the time dressed up like women in their mid-30s, and the outfits are just really bad and unflattering. Muse most of the time wearing skinny jeans and jackets, especially this red leather jacket. I think most of her outfits are red because she's a fire fairy, and honestly I think that's really boring and obvious. In the original cartoon, Bloom's color palette was mostly blue, and I think it suits her so much better. Blue is a great color for redheads. I think it makes her hair color more vivid. It matches her blue eye. I think I would have kept her original color palette and dressed her in blue pieces. I think dressing her in a oversized jeans would be a better fit. And if they wanted to keep her style very conservative and not show much skin, I would have chosen something like this. Maybe this blue coat with a turtleneck. I love turtlenecks. I think they work really good. Or even a hoodie or something a little more masculine. For the party episode, she could dress in something more girly and cute. I think this is a very simple fit, but I think it would look really good on her. Stella's style is the one that has bothered me the most, because she's the one that is always dressed like a middle-aged woman. And I don't want that to sound offensive, but I mean, they are teenagers. They should be dressing like teenagers. I think that's really sad, because in the original cartoon, Stella's character is really passionate about fashion, and I think they could have done so much better with her outfits on the show. She's always wearing these crossbody bags and boots, and honestly it reminds me of something that was a trend like 5 years ago. She also wears a lot of shiny pieces all the time and very long skirts. I think they try to go with a more princess girly girl look, so she's seen wearing pink a lot of times. That's not a problem to me, I love pink, but I think they could have kept her original color palette as well. And no, I forgot to mention, but they changed her powers on the show. On the original cartoon, she's the fairy of the sun and the moon, and in this Netflix show, she's simply the fairy of light. So I guess that's why she wears so much shiny stuff. Muse's style is just a mess. In the original cartoon, she's a music fairy, but in the show, they changed her powers as well, so she's a mind fairy. Even though they kept some references to her original powers, considering she's always wearing headphones and listening to music to get away from her thoughts, I liked that in the first episode she's seen wearing red, which belongs to her original color palette, even though I find this jacket not a really good fit. But in the next episode, she's not seen wearing red again. I hate this lilac jacket so much. I mean, Muse's style could have been so much better. Her original cartoon outfits are really good and really easy to reproduce. And since she mentions she likes listening to grunge and this sort of music, I think her style could have gone this way. She could wear something like this very 90s skirt, very grunge. And I think a red dress with a leather jacket could be a really good party outfit for her. I can honestly think of so much better options for her. Flora is supposed to be Flora, even though the directors won't admit it. She's an Eartharian, she has a very sweet personality, so I think it would be perfect if they had dressed her up in a cottagecore aesthetic. Floral dresses, baby pink, or other light tone, but instead what we got is Stella always wearing long dresses in dark shades. And honestly, to me, it looks like they didn't even try to make her outfit something good. In the original cartoon, Flora wears a lot of pink, so I think it would be a really good color for her outfits. I don't really know what to say about Aisha's style. To me, it looks like she doesn't have a very clear personal style. She wears a lot of blue because she's a water fairy. How boring. In this show, she's very athletic. She likes to swim regularly, so her style is supposed to be more athletic too. But to me, it just looks really boring and unflattering. I think they could have done so much better. She could have an athletic style that truly expressed her personality. Honor mention to Beatrix because she's the only character whose style actually pleased me. I guess Beatrix is supposed to be an intersection between Darcy and Icy, two characters from the original cartoon. She has a dark color palette, she wears a lot of plaid, which I love. I'm a huge plaid fan, and her outfits actually seem like something a 16-year-old would wear. Not to mention her hairstyles, which are really cute. And that's it, guys. I didn't enjoy the show that much, but if there is a second season, I will be watching it, obviously. And I really hope they improve in the costume section so it does justice to the original cartoon fashion, which was really good. I just want to make clear that everything I say on this video is based on my personal opinion. Feel free to disagree and comment down below what you think of this show costume. If you liked it, if you did not, feel free to leave your opinions on the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye bye.